Okay, hi everyone. I'll do a couple more chess puzzles today, and hopefully you'll enjoy my thought process. And please comment if there is any issue with the audio or video or anything. I'd like to improve. Thanks. Okay, let's start with the first puzzle here. And we're playing as white. Black just moved their queen to form a battery. Looks dangerous. We have a potential fork with a knight. Okay, so let's just start by looking at the material. So black is up a pawn. Yeah. Okay, so we have to do something quite immediate, I think. We also have this discovered attack with the bishop and the pawn. So if we move this pawn, we threaten the white queen, the black queen, I'm sorry. And it doesn't look like she has anywhere to move, because the knight is controlling these squares. Oh, she does have one square. Knight controls these, the pawn controls this, the queen and the pawn would control these, but she would still have this square. So on a push, she could simply retreat. And maybe that isn't all too helpful. We also have this discovered attack, but that would hang mate in 1. So that is obviously not it. Yeah, so we have quite a few options here. What if we just push this pawn? Then white would simply capture with the queen or the knight. And they still have this threat looming. Okay, so let's just look at the first move I ever considered. And it was the knight to a7. Threatening the fork. What's a way that black could respond? We take the pawn, we gain the material back, and we threaten to win material. They'd have to move the queen somewhere. So what's the problem with that? To win the exchange. Can it be so simple? We take. Threaten a fork. Do they have anything immediate? They can't go in for this because our queen covers the as well as the bishop. They have no checks. Okay, let's look at this then. Knight goes here. He pushes c4. Counterattacking our queen. But I think we could allow that. simply capturing his queen, and he would capture with the pawn, and would still be on this rook at the end. He'd get this, and we would have an exchange, but we'd still be down a pawn. That might be it, actually. Okay, so knight takes c4, knight takes, pawn takes b3, knight takes, and knight or rook recaptures. Let's say the rook recaptures. In this position he needs to get the material back somehow. I'm also looking at this check now. This might be even better than just going straight for the rook. Because upon this, move the king to either of these squares, and then we pick up the rook. Okay, let's do that variation again. Knight takes a7, c4, knight takes queen, pawn takes queen, knight takes e7 check, king goes to either of these squares, knight takes rook, and he recaptures. This isn't hanging because the pawn would be on b3 at the end. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's try that. And immediately we get a variation that I did not look at. Okay, so it simply moves away, and if we go in for the exchange, is that bad for us? He isn't threatening anything. Yeah, I think we simply go in for this. Nice. Okay, so we can look at the variation. Take the pawn, and he pushes. So this is what I was afraid of. But we would take, he would take, we'd take with check, take this, and this. Let's see what Stockfish says about that position. Yeah, okay. So it's only considering moving the queen. What about this? Is that... Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's bad. Take... Okay. So he would prefer giving up the rook. Would prefer giving up the queen for some minor pieces than... Still... This... Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Next puzzle. Black just captured our rook with their knight. So it looks like we're down. We're down a pawn, and now we're down an exchange, at least. That's not good. What we do have is this bishop controlling one of the squares, and this knight, honing in on the f7 square along with the queen. So what if we just move our queen to one of these two squares to form a battery? Let's say we go to f5 and they block. I mean, we could sack the knight. If they recapture, capture with the queen, we check. And they be forced to move. We'd give mate. Is there a better response from black? Go here. This. We take. And let's say I don't know. Go here. We take. Because if he takes, then we take with the queen and check. He has to move, give mate. Nice. Here, here. And don't recapture. Let's just say opens up here. I mean, in that case we'd give check, the bishop, taking the bishop with check, forcing the king to move, and then give mate again. Okay, so both this taking leads to checkmate, as well as something like this, not reacting to the threat. We check, they're forcing the king to move, we give mate again. Okay, so let's look at the difference between these two squares. If we go here, again, they block, we take, they take, queen takes, we check, they go here, we give mate, here, they block, we take, they move the rook, let's say, take, we check, king moves, queen goes in, that's not so clear maybe. Yeah, I don't know how I'm faring. I might be really slow at these kind of things, but I don't want to rush anything at this moment. So, is there a better response to this than going up? Let's say yes moves the rook away. Go in. Now the king would be trapped. Yeah. So let's look at this. And moving this pawn is no-go as well. Because after giving this check, it's just straight up mate. Right? Yeah, that's controlling this square. Is there anything else to consider? Go here. Yeah, doing something with these pieces is no good. It's too slow. And this knight doesn't have any checks on our king. Yeah, I think it's this. But I don't get why this is a bad move. Let's look at this again. Go here. And if they just move away, we check, give mate. So we go here, they block. We take it. And if they take, we check. They need only square over here, we checkmate. We go here, they block, we take with the knight. And they don't recapture, they go here instead. Then we take the knight, the bishop with check. And let's say rook takes. So queen goes here. King goes here. Yeah, that would be made again. It feels like I'm just thinking in loops and repeating myself. But I can't figure out the difference between these two moves, unless it's something completely different. Go here. Yeah, that's still mate. Man. Oh, now I think I see it. If we go here, they can block with the pawn, this square, and we can't go in for the kill. And also this move is no longer doing anything. So if we go here, he won't block with the g7 pawn. He would instead block with the f7 pawn. And if we go to f5 ourselves, then this move isn't there. Nice. I think that's it. Yeah. Go here, doesn't do this. Goes up 2 steps with his pawn. We can't take because the rook is protecting the pawn. Okay, let's try this. It's always so nervous. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we said we take with the knight. And again there's a variation I didn't look at. But I said that anything like this, I think. Yeah, I looked at this. It's too slow. Because we take with check. And the puzzle just ends here. But the king has only one move. No, it has 2 moves. Oh, okay. Because I was thinking about this and then just giving mate straight up. But he can also go here. And in that case, this isn't mate. Move up again. And then what would we do? I don't know. Looks it's still better for white, of course, and probably still winning. That was a cool one. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and maybe even learned something. See you.